Good morning from the roasting shack. It's roast day, so part of roast day is me enjoying my clever dripper. And today I'm just going to go over a little, I don't know, I guess instructional on how I do it. I'm by no means a professional barista, nor do I claim to be, but I will say that I use a certain amount of detail every morning just to make sure that it's consistent. And I'm going to tell you why I actually like the clever dripper. I use the clever dripper large. I use it for several reasons, and starting with probably the most important reason is that I can control three things. I control the heat, right? So I know that if in your case, you could have whatever method, but I use a teapot that actually has a temperature control on it, so I put it right in between. It's like 203 Fahrenheit, and I just push go, right? So I know that my heat is consistent, and so I'm controlling the heat, and I know that I'm not going to over extract through heat, and I'm not going to under extract because I can control that. The second thing, of course, is the immersion time, right? So how long does my grounded coffee stay immersed within the clever dripper? And I can control that. The clever dripper large, they recommend 3 minutes. I go 4 because I like more bold coffee, but that's what I like about the clever dripper, is that, like, if you like something, if you're like, wow, I like that coffee, I want more flavor out of it, or I want to try to get more out of it, you just leave it immersed longer and before you put it on top of your cup. And then the last thing is grind size, right? So we all have a grinder. And what I like about the Clever Dripper Large is that it doesn't require a super grinder. You're going to see the grinder on my video. It's like, it's an astronomically expensive grinder, which is super good. Don't get me wrong. You can use it for everything, and I use it for my business. I use it for my personal stuff, coffee making. But you can use a Cuisinart grinder that you pick up from a local store. I know one large chain that carries it, and that one does perfect. It has like a setting on it, and that Cuisinart grinder does fine for the Clever Dripper. You can get it just perfect, and it just takes a little, tweaking on your behalf to get it to the right grind size. And once again, that's another great thing about the Clever Dripper is that you can make your grind finer, or you can make it like more coarse, and you can tweak the taste, right? Because if you have like a more fine grind, it's going to be, a heavier body. You're going to have more flavors in there because the exposure of all those little particles is greater, and you're going to end up with a more bold taste, right? Conversely, if you want to make it a larger grind, right, more coarse, as they would say, it will bring out less of those elements, and you'll have a more milder, cup of coffee that will have elements of the coffee taste, but it's not going to be like bold, right? Some people like bold. I like bold. So anyway, why I like the Clever Dripper, and why I'm going to go through a little orientation that is just how I do it on my roasting days. Like I said, it controls the main things: heat, grind size, immersion time, and all those allow you to control the flavor of your coffee, which I think is important. So here I'm going to break down some pictures because I tried to do a video of it and it was just painfully long. So I'll break some pictures out, and you can see what I do every morning. It's really simple. I know the temperature. I just pour it in there. I leave it for 4 minutes, and I bloom it a little bit before I walk away from it, and then my timer goes off. I come over and pull it off and put it right on my cup, and then I'm done, and I get a consistent cup of coffee. Anyway, all right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you'll enjoy the video after this, and you can see the pictures, and if you want to do exact measurements and stuff, I'll have those in there for you. I just go off my cup because I know where the water should be setting. I know in the Clever Dripper where it sets. So it's by no means not this, barista level expedition. All right, guys, have a good day. So I actually forgot to tell you guys what kind of coffee I was drinking. Today I'm doing a blend, and it's one that I plan on kicking out to my Coffee of the Month club to try, because I've tried it and I really like it. And what it is it is a top grade Robusta Vietnamese, and that's roasted to a dark roast. And then I do a India Monsooned, which is another coffee I love, darker, like a full City Plus roast. And I blended those two, and they make a phenomenal immersion brewing experience. The taste stays with you. It lingers on the palate of your mouth. I mean, you get like this chocolate nutty profile from this, a little bit of a spice note, and I don't mean in a bad way, up front, and it lingers in your palate. I really like the blend. It's not one of the ones I carry yet. I'm just doing an experiment with it, and I've really liked it. So I'm gonna kick that out to my Coffee of the Month guys to enjoy and try, since they get a new cup of coffee, different coffee every month. So anyway, I wanted to make sure I touched on what was the blend coming your way, what I was drinking this morning. All right, guys.